schools are not for sale! No to academies! No to academies!
We're here today because the Avenue Parents Group, hugely inspiring parent group here in Newham, is called this demonstration to march us to the town hall where there's a council meeting.
We've come over from to support the schools fighting in Newham because we've been through exactly the same thing in Greenwich.
Today there's a demonstration going on in Newham against academisation, and the union, everyone's got together, and we're going to march to the Eastern Town Hall. Turnout's excellent.
So we've got a deputation in to discuss academisation. We also have a motion, so it's a big day for us today. It's a big day.
I'm here to support parents and teachers that are opposed to academisation in Newham. And I'm firmly committed, if I get selected as a Labour candidate for the Mayor of Newham, to oppose any further academisation of schools in Newham. We need to keep schools state maintained, and we need to ensure that they're democratically and locally accountable to parents and teachers, and I'll do whatever I can to support teachers and parents to ensure that our schools remain in our local control.
Today, and what do you want to achieve with this march?
The council sees that we have a voice, we want to be involved, and they should listen to us.
Well, I'm supporting the parents. I'm against the academisation of our school. I think it's backdoor privatisation of our education. The government is playing with the future of our children.
No academy trust! No ifs! No buts! No academy
I'm absolutely proud to be part of this campaign. No to academies, and save our schools, save for the sake of our children, for their children.
No to academies! No to academies! No to academies! Schools are not for sale! Our schools are not for sale!
We don't want our land and assets stripped. This is public land, it's public assets. It belongs to me, you, our community and our children. And we say no to academies.
Great to see the community supporting one another to stop academisation. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful.
No to academies!
No to academies!
Listen to the teachers!
Listen to the teachers!
Our schools! Our schools! These schools! Our schools! Not for sale! Give a cheer for Keir Hardie! Give a cheer for all those schools who are fighting academisation!
It's not about one school, it's not about one child, it's about the community. So we will support you, we expect everyone to support us. Thank you so much. Thank you to NEU and all the parents, and the whole turnout this evening is brilliant. If it's for the right, you have to fight.
Okay, it's not only about education. Hannah is here from housing to give us a message of support. I bring solidarity from Focus E15 Housing Campaign.
We want this disease kicked out of Newham. We don't want this nest to be settled in Newham. And as Avenue parents and the legal thing, we will fight till the end. I say it again and again, we will not stop until we're victorious. Thank you very much.
Academies are not the solution. Newham Council have become lazy. Newham Council have lost touch with the people of this borough.
I can honestly say today that without the education and the teachers that I had at Avenue Primary School under a local authority, I would not be where I am today. And I want to see the future generation of this country, of Newham, to be educated in the best manner under a local authority school. Because our future generation is under threat from these academies.
There have been victories, and we're going to hear now from Greenwich, Tim and Kirsty.
We won because we managed to generate the level of energy and determination and passion and skills that I can see in front of me here. And the key thing is you just don't give up.
But I want to give you greetings from Greenwich because this campaign is absolutely fantastic. I've been watching it online, I've been watching all of the various posts and tweets and everything that everybody's been doing. That's absolutely fantastic. And what I want to say to you is make sure you also celebrate. Celebrate everything that you do well. Every minor victory, celebrate. Come together as a community and celebrate your victories. Absolutely fantastic. Well done to all of you.
Every single school in this borough belongs to us. It's our children's education. My child goes to Hallsville School. Sadly, it's been academised, but that's not stopped me fighting to save all the other schools in the borough. It's wrong for them, for private companies coming in to our borough, into our schools and taking them over. It's wrong that they're going to privatise the schools, take our land, take our assets that belong to our children. It's our children's education, it's our communities, it's our borough. We should have the decision to decide what happens to our children's education. What we're asking for is to give us a vote. Give parents the vote to decide what happens to their children's education. Give the teachers the vote who know best about education, who studied for years to be able to teach our children. Give them the vote. Let them decide what's best for our children and for our communities. We say no to academies. No to academies in Newham. Stop this madness now.
I was a governor for nearly 9 years in Hallsville Primary School and Scott Wilkie Federation, and when I started to ask tricky questions about the academisation, the governors ganged up and voted me out of the governing board. And NPW is working with their clerks to manipulate minutes to skip out all the questions I've been asking during governors' meeting. They prevented me as a parents' governor from being a governor. They violated my right. They bullied me and they got rid of me from the governing board before even I've had a chance to vote for the academisation.
Hello, this is a message from Jeremy Corbyn. He sent this when we were on strike last week. I send my solidarity to you on the Newham school strike against the academisation of Keir Hardie, Avenue and Cumberland schools. Our schools should be accountable to parents, staff and the whole community. And with Labour's National Education Service...
I started it.
Look at that. Single farm.
Yeah, you're on it.
Who is this?
You will have seen signs on entry to the gallery notifying you that the meeting may be being filmed. By entering, you have given your consent to be filmed. Can we finish this voting and then we'll quickly? Yeah. Are we in favour of this altered motion? Those who are in favour? Those who are against? Any abstentions? The motion carried. Thank you.
So yeah, so how does it feel?
It was good, man. I can't talk right now, man. It was good. It was very good.
Well done.
Yeah.
I love the way you spoke.
I just want to say thank you. It's been amazing, you know, all the support we've had and the fact that we've managed to get this motion passed. I know it was a bit touch and go, I didn't think we'd do it, but we did, and that's what counts. And now we just move forward, we keep going, and we don't allow these people to take over our schools.
What they have to do now, they have to start talking with the parents, and if the parents are not happy, that's a no to privatisation of our schools.
If the governors continue not to listen to the parents and the staff and don't have a ballot, yes, no, binding, then we will continue to strike.
Absolutely right.
Together.
Can I just say that what you've just said is exactly what we've got in the motion now.
Excellent.
So this council's policy is there in black and white, that if parents and staff vote no, then it's binding that This fight should be at Westminster, at Parliament,
across the country.
knocking on the doors with members of Parliament, saying we need to stop the academisation of our primary schools, of our secondary schools, no to fat cat salaries.
There's something called the power of organising. If you organise, anything can happen. I mean, I've been watching this campaign since last year when we set up the anti-education cuts focus group, and since then a lot of things have been happening in parallel throughout the borough and in other places, and there's clearly a momentum.
Yeah, we all work together, we've got this far, we've got to continue to carry on working. This is the start of everything that we're going to do from now on.
Carrying it forward, this is the beginning, but the end really is the disestablishment of the academy schools. A government that abolishes academy schools so they can be reconverted. This is the long haul of the battle, which starts now.
We're in it.
I wanted to know, how do you guys feel?
Ecstatic, but I think, as we've been saying, this is the beginning. It's not the end. Yes, we've got this. That's amazing. But we've got so much work to do to make sure it goes out to across the borough, across all the schools, make sure people feel supported. Because one of the things that was coming out was that schools don't feel supported. That's a real shame. So we need to try and figure out ways to support the schools. Because it's like happy teacher, happy child, happy parent.
Yes.
You know, the three have to work together.
And we just have to make sure all the other schools that are facing academisation get this message now. Because it isn't true that all the schools are academies. And that message is not getting across because the LA propose it as if every school is an academy or nearly an academy. So we've got to get that message across. We've got to get the union groups stronger so they can meet their parents and the campaign can continue.
The campaign is still live and kicking. We still have to support all the other schools out there and all the parents, because today's message is quite loud and clear for all the other parents that are struggling in the same sort of situation. You know, it's a victory for all schools today. It's not just us, because it's Keir Hardy, Cumberland, Hallsville, Scott Wilkie, everyone out there.
I think have faith in the parent voice. You know, I think people have gotten used to thinking that it doesn't matter what we say, but no, it does matter. And we can make a difference. We just have to believe and keep going.
And we've still got a lot of work to do in Avenue. I mean, obviously,
Thank you all. Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Just a benchmark.
Well done, well done.
What a beautiful both of you have. So inspirational.